status. Welcome, Bubba.
Hi.
I've been waiting to get you in my room.
Yeah, I've been waiting to come in your room.
No puns intended, I hope. This is
No
a professional
extreme pun intended.
setting.
Yeah, but you're the professional.
That is true.
You know, look at my shirt. There's dog hair on it still. I apologize. And it's a very off color of black, and I knew what I was doing, and I still did it.
It's okay. It doesn't bother me. I'm a cat lady.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, no judgment here.
So, tell me, what brought you here today?
Well, honestly, it's just my inability to take care of myself. I think things that I think are noble and true, and then I go to bed, and those thoughts become nightmares, and it really confuses me, and I just would like to just kind of decompress, and I heard this was a good spot to do it.
Okay, so I
Very
feel like,
comfortable.
feel like there was a lot right there that you just threw at
There's
me.
always a lot, yeah.
So what would you like to start with?
All right, well, so I will absolutely reject any form of affection from a female. And I think that I'm doing it because it's like, oh, I'm doing it for the better of them, you know?
Okay.
It's like, hey, I know what I turn into when this gets to a certain point and it's not good for anybody. And I think I'm doing the right thing. And this is just one example, of course, doctor.
Remember, I'm not a doctor.
Okay, yeah.
Call me coach.
Okay, all right, coach. I don't have any lotion. Sorry, word association, coach and lotion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I say, no, like, please no, sometimes. And, like, I think I'm doing a good thing, and I have a nightmare about them, like, cutting themselves because of rejection or killing me in my sleep or just, like, taking a really high level of, revenge for me. And that's, I don't know if that, and I don't think it's an ego inflation thing.
Okay.
I just think that I'm really confused most of the time.
Okay, well, first of all, let's back up just a little bit. You said that you're trying to protect them from what you would turn into in that relationship. So tell me a little bit more about that side of Bubba.
Yeah, so I'm really transparent to the point where it's if it's not reciprocated fully, I get really what do you call it, like resentful, you know, and then like the whole like feeling of love makes me hold on to the relationship because it's like, well, this is just how relationships go, like this is love, but it's just like, I don't know, man, when people just say like, oh, I love you for you and like everything's cool, like I accept you, and then 6 months down the road they want me to go to church and they want me to stop taking acid.
So are you saying you feel like these women that you've been in relationships in the past have hidden agendas? Like they accept you from the beginning, but then they try to change you in
a little Trump-esque, if I may. Yeah. Really cool up front to certain people, but then bad for everyone, you know? Yeah. And it's nothing against women. I don't have nothing like that. Just the ones that have shown me attention have eventually...
And are you telling these women from the get-go, like, this is me, this is what you get, bitch, I'm not changing?
Yes. And they're like, I love that about you. Well, I love it. And then it just goes away.
And then you're like, remember what I said in the beginning.
Yeah. And then I feel really bad because they didn't tell me the truth. So I don't know why I carry that guilt for them, you know? But it's like, I told you, though, you know? So... I have nightmares a lot about what that could turn into, and it scares me. And
so
I don't take any medication.
Why do you think that these women would be so revengeful? Was there an event that happened in your past where you watch a lot of horror movies?
Just unstable.
You're unstable.
No, not me. Well, yes, but they
the women are unstable.
They've shown that they potentially have the ability to hurt me.
And when are you
they get mad
seeing this? When are you seeing this trait?
Just in the midst of loving them, man. You know, they just like.
And are you choosing to turn a blind eye, or
no? I'm just turning
because of that attachment to that feeling of love.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if it's if the correlation's there or not. But all I know is people don't love me for me.
That's not true, Bubba.
Hey, man, my mom, barely. That's about it. You know, everyone's like, nah, there's something is like not cool with me, with everyone. You know, there's something.
So do you love yourself, Bubba?
Yeah, most days I can say that, you know, but most days I let people's opinions and their outlook about me affect the way I feel about myself. So sometimes I don't feel like I love myself, but for the most part I do.
So you have some codependency going on then. With how you think about other people, how they think about you. That is codependency.
Yeah, it's very infrequent though, and meaning I mostly just my parents. Like I just don't want them to feel like they're disappointed in me in any sense of the matter, just because I'm not living a normal life or like their life that they lived. It's just like I'm living pretty much completely the opposite, and I just don't want to like skew their perception of me. That's all. Sometimes that makes me feel like I am doing the wrong things because I don't have a job. And I need help all the time. And, and when I do work, I don't get paid for it right now.
But you're doing what you love.
Yes, yes, and that's a first for me, which feels fantastic, and it makes all of the other shit way less hard to manage, honestly. Because I don't hate waking up going to the job that makes me hate my life.
Exactly.
It's a cycle that never ended, and I was like, I can't do this. So yeah, it's like better, but it still comes with all new problems.
Exactly. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the good thing is you're doing something that you love, and when you focus your passion on what you love, the money will come eventually. Yeah,
that's what they say, but I might kill myself before then.
It sounds like, we need to work on some positive mantras.
It isn't coming from a place of negativity. It comes from a place of, I don't want to be inconvenienced to that level, Like,
I understand what you're saying.
I'm cool for now, but there's a point that it gets like, I tried, but I don't think it'll come. It's just, it's possible.
But I'm not saying that, you're stuck in this negativity, but our minds are naturally going to think negative because of what's surrounded. There's lots of things that are going on behind the scenes that are negative that we don't even notice, you know?
True.
And so I think one thing, like, do you do mantras in the morning every day? Like, do you meditate? What are you doing to help yourself stay on a positive?
I do have sort of a routine.
Okay.
So I wake up, I pat my bed, let my dog know I'm awake. He comes up, we cuddle, dude. I pet him, and I tell him I love him and stuff, and that's very awesome. I don't think any other intentional meditation could bring that much happiness to me, honestly, so that's that. I get up. Sometimes, like, we'll go to Starbucks, and we'll get a puppuccino. I'll get a coffee, so we're both happy, and go back to the house. For sure, roll a blunt. That's probably like the most important part of the routine.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I have pretty bad ADHD or whatever the fuck you want to chalk it up to. If you're a baby boomer, whatever, dude, just... Well, you know what I'm talking about? There's like a whole bunch of people that are just like, you don't have ADHD, it's just, you're just not raised right and you can't focus. It's like, nah, man. Something goes on because I can't even fucking think about anything clearly until I smoke weed, which is counter to what people think that don't know shit about weed. They're like, smoke weed and you just get stupid and you can't focus, but it's like, nah.
For some people it works like that.
Right.
It's kind of like Adderall, Like some people take it to study.
Well, that's the thing. I need to take it to calm the fuck down. Like, if I smoke a sativa, I will have a panic attack.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty bad. But... So yeah, I roll up some cheap indica weed and smoke that. Watch some Great British Baking Show, because that is just pure happiness, dude. Okay. So I do a pretty good job of making sure I get a good start to my day. You know?
So is it okay if I give you some feedback, Bubba?
Absolutely, as long as you don't call me by my real name.
What's your real name?
Continue.
I see. Okay. Note taken. All right, so I think it's great that you're starting your day off with love and appreciation with your pet.
Yeah.
That is a great start to the day. Let me ask you, are you participating in the intake of caffeine on a daily basis.
Yes.
And have you ever thought about how that might actually contribute to your anxiety?
Yeah. Yeah, but like I feel like I've never like been drinking coffee. Like when I drink coffee, it's usually in the start of the day in my comfy space or whatever, where anxiety doesn't really exist.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And then what triggers my anxiety is inconvenience.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I don't know if there's a phobia for being inconvenienced, but that is a phobia of mine. Like, whatever you want to call it. And I mean any inconvenience. Like, if I forget something in my house and I'm just in my driveway, I get so fucking pissed off that I have to go back in the house. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's my fault.
Did you have like a very stable like childhood growing up where things were really orderly? Were you like on a schedule?
Yeah, things are okay. Really weird part about my childhood though, my uncle used to babysit us, and like when I act up,
please don't tell me he touched you.
Nah.
Okay.
But he used to make us do handstands up against the wall and take a pool stick, smack us 3 times all the time. But if our arms fell, we'd start over. Mm-hmm. So I had a crazy 6-pack and a lot of scars by the time I was like 13. But other than that, it's a pretty normal childhood.
That's really bizarre.
Yeah.
And what was the premise of that?
Yeah, if I like woke him up when he was sleeping, handstand.
He'd make you do a handstand
up against the wall. You know how like you practice them when you can't do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, all right, you got 3. And I would just cry and like
was
my snot would get in my eyes.
Or something, or
no, I don't even know if he was my real uncle, to be honest. He watched us.
Weird thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if someone did that to him. Where did he get that idea?
We didn't ask.
It's so bizarre. It's kind of.
He made me drink whole milk exclusively a lot.
Are you lactose intolerant now? Yeah, me too.
Violently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The first time I found out I was lactose intolerant, I was in a one-on-one with my manager at State Farm, where people go to die, and my stomach started hurting, and I was like, "Hey man, my stomach hurts," and I just threw up all over his office, and then I went and had diarrhea, and I had to go home, and like for 3 weeks I had no idea what was happening to my body because I continued my routine.
Yeah.
Dutch Bros in the morning, which if you are familiar, is essentially 2 shots of espresso and like 24 ounces of creamer.
And it's full cream.
Oh,
cream.
yeah. Well, when you're not lactose intolerant, what the fuck are you going to do?
Yeah.
Get coconut milk when you don't have to? Fucking psycho. No. So, yeah, I had no idea what was going on. And I have like a holistic doctor, and he was just suggesting a whole bunch of stupid shit. And then eventually he was like, hey, stop drinking dairy. And I stopped, and it got better. So,
okay.
That's that.
Okay. So, after taking that advice from your holistic doctor, did you have more credibility for his ideas?
No, because when I brought up that I smoked marijuana, he gave the most 1964 advice I've ever heard in my life. And then he admitted to not knowing anything about marijuana, and that makes him less credible. So whatever.
Yeah, I would think holistic doctors would be more.
Come on,
yeah.
You know what I mean, dude? What the fuck are you even doing? He literally knew nothing about weed and its like medicinal properties. It's like fucking dude, shut the fuck up. Prescribed me Zoloft though one time, that helped. So.
Oh, and that's not a holistic doctor. What? No.
Holistic tendencies?
Maybe. Have you ever been to a naturopath before? No. That's like the ultimate holistic doctor.
No, I just take mushrooms often and...
You microdosing or...?
Yeah, like not micro, but I'm not dosing. You know what I mean? Like a comfortable in between.
So, let me ask you something. Would you be open to trying to go caffeine-free for 2 to 4 weeks?
I've done it, and it feels cool. Like, you do have more energy when you don't rely on caffeine, but then I wanted coffee, period.
Because it's a part of your routine. It's a routine thing.
You know what? I think it's like a comfort thing, you know? And I was like, yeah, there's no reason for me not to be drinking coffee, and I did. But now it's a financial thing. Like, if I get a Starbucks, it's like a day where I'm like, all right, something happened a couple of days ago that allowed me to get $6 on a coffee. And today's that day, you know? But caffeine-free life, I don't know about that one. I like coffee. Decaf is an option, but, you know, it's like snorting like fake cocaine.
Yeah.
Like just shut the fuck up and don't even drink coffee. Start juicing or something.
Well, there's a couple other options that you can do for caffeine. I'm actually on a non-caffeine kick right now. Coffee. I do drink green tea every morning.
Okay.
A while back, when I was trying to go through some digestive issues that I was having, I was drinking something called chicory. Chicory or something like that.
Sounds pretty ancient.
It is, and it's actually a root plant, just like a tea, and it tastes just like coffee. In Louisiana and in France, they actually make a mix of it with coffee.
Pretty untrustworthy group of people you just named. Creoles and French people.
What do you have against Creoles now?
Hey man, listen. I worked with a dude from Lafayette, Louisiana, on the ambulance for like an entire year, and that's what I have against Creole people. You know, it's just like, I don't gotta go into detail. If you know a Creole person, like someone that's real Creole, it's a real hit and miss. It's a real hit and miss. There's no like, he's okay, you know? So I feel like me describing their tendencies does nothing if you don't know someone from that area. And French people are just, liars historically. I feel like no context, and I don't.
Comes from France or from Louisiana. I'm just saying this is something that they do. They mix the two together.
Right, and can we trust it though?
I've used it and I trust it, which is why I'm bringing it up to you as your guided life coach. Okay, so I feel like we need to choose a path of least resistance. All right, I want to do a little exercise here.
Yeah, but isn't the saying like choosing the path of least resistance? Isn't it like a cop out though? You know?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Okay.
Because I've been making my life really hard for myself in just hopes that the payoff's higher. I have not seen the return, so I'm really concerned about me having full faith in that and acting on it.
All right. Well, we're gonna do a little exercise to try to get you to relax a little bit. All right.
Should I close my eyes?
Yes. I'm gonna have you take this jade stone here. Go ahead and rub it in your hands and get real comfortable with it. Okay.
Ooh, my zipper's undone.
Oh, that's okay. I wasn't looking.
Sorry.
I'll go ahead and rub it together in your hands.
Hands are sweaty.
And it's okay. It's okay. And just start to feel it warm up and feel the energy in your hands.
It just keeps.
Go ahead and place the jade over your heart chakra or your sternum.
Is my heart chakra not my heart?
It's right over, literally right over your heart, in between in your chest. So here? Your heart's actually in the center. Yeah, right there. Okay. And then place both hands over it. And I want you to take some deep breaths in and out. Now I want you to breathe in through your nose as deep as you can until you're taking in all the air you possibly can. Breathe out with your mouth. Let it out. Good. Go ahead and do about 3 more of those.
I shouldn't be getting aroused, right?
Sometimes it can happen when you're passing energy through your body, and that's quite okay. You're in a safe place. Good. Just let your mouth open and let that air come out. And if a sound comes with it, this is a very serious matter here, Bubba. Come on.
I'm just happy to be here.
Good.
I'm just releasing positive energy. Is that what you want?
No, I want you to breathe in positive. Fuck. Breathe in positive energy.
Oh, man, hold on.
And breathe out all the negativity, the anxiety.
Oh, in through the nose. Fucking A, I can't even do this right.
Okay. You got it.
I haven't smoked today, man.
It's okay.
Oh my God, I'm doing it wrong still.
It's okay. Breathe in. There you go. Very good.
I can't do it.
Let it out.
Oh shit. Hold on. This is serious shit. Hold on.
Just pretend I'm not even here.
I can't. You're right here. Just pretend. Who's pretending out here? That's how people get addicted to porn.
Bubba, focus on the breathing.
I'm trying, coach. Shit. Don't you dare pass that negative energy over to this. Is this in the wrong place, dude? No. It's not working.
Right here.
Oh shit. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. Hold on, fuck my
Feel
nose.
my positive energy. Good.
Was that a good one?
Yes.
My back lifted off the chair.
Now this time, I want you to breathe in, and when you breathe out, I want you to chant the mantra
Oh my god.
Yam, which opens up your
Oh my
heart
God.
chakra. Okay.
Am I eating at a gay cafe
So
right now?
breathe
Coach?
in. Yum.
Yum. Oh, is it a okay? Yum.
Good.
I was interpreting. I'm so sorry.
Good. No speaking, just breathing.
Okay.
Couple more.
Yum. Yum.
Good.
Fuck.
Good.
Yeah, it's working.
Good. Okay. Well, I think with more focus and practice, it will work in your favor. Do you think that you could wake up in the morning and take a couple deep breaths and try this?
I could try. Yeah. I could give it an honest
you
shot.
already have the love happening with your dog.
Right.
Right? And so I think this will amplify opening up your heart to things, right? Because I think you're a little reactive, so to speak. You're used to your routine.
Very.
Which I'm the same way. I'm very used to my routine, and I understand where you're coming from when there's these inconveniences, and then you have to react. But being proactive, to being open to whatever life may throw your way, right?
Yeah.
And you can use these incidents as material.
It's true.
For your comedy, right?
It's true. There's a lot. My life
when
is
you're
a joke.
Opening up your
It's an ongoing joke. My life is a Netflix series.
I think everyone's life is quote unquote a joke.
People think that,
but it's not. I don't want you to use it in a negative sense. Okay. But I feel like if you're open, if your heart is open to the things that might come your way, you're going to be more susceptible to laugh at it rather than get angry about it, right?
Yeah.
There's anger going on inside of you a little bit, Oh,
there's always.
Still.
Come a long way, but it still resides, and it keeps one eye open always.
So you may not quite be ready for meditation, but deep breathing, focusing on breathing in the positive energy. Imagine white light. You're breathing in white light, and you're breathing out all of that darkness.
The thought of dying is almost orgasmic. When you bring up the white light, yeah, you're right. That's going to help a lot.
But the white light isn't just there when we pass into the next dimension.
Right, it's there in our fantasies.
It's here now.
Right.
You just have to see it.
Yeah. But here's my concern. What if I start doing the mantra and my dog gets off the bed?
He answers to you correctly, right?
Yeah.
You can do the breathings with him.
Yeah, but if he gets off the bed, I'm not here to control him, you know what I mean?
Well, why don't you
if he gets off the bed, that'd be a little upsetting.
Start with the kisses and the hugs and the appreciation, and then go into your deep breathing. Okay. That's okay.
I do listen to the Slumber app every single night.
Is it like a binaural beats type of thing?
It's like a storytelling thing, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this one narrator. Her name is Abby Offer, and I can't even fall asleep to anyone. I tried to fall asleep to another woman's voice last night. I couldn't do it.
No, that's
I feel
so
like
precious.
I'm metaphorically married to her. I tried, and men's voices, not a chance, Jack. If a man is reading me a fucking story and he's not British, not having it. I can't do it. It's distracting and upsetting. But I listen to that every night, and the first 3 minutes is like a guided meditation, similar to this. Feels good.
But you're doing that at the end of your day.
Right.
Yeah.
Where
Which
I
is
really
good.
need a release.
Well, that is good. But
So
I want you to start doing it in the morning, too.
I feel like that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, okay. So I think that would be a good homework assignment for you.
Don't call it that, but I'll do it.
Self-work assignment. Better?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Way less harsh.
Goal.
There we go.
Spiritual goal.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Okay.
I like that one. Homework assignment.
Because you're rebellious.
No, it's just...
Because you don't like school.
Right. It's just school has turned into something that's just not that helpful.
But education.
Very important.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge is very important, but the education system, totality, not that tight right now. Not that cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very not important.
Well, I mean, clearly, Bubba, there's lots of things that you need to work through.
Oh.
And we couldn't cover it all today.
There's not a chance.
But I feel like if we work on this first, then we might be able to dive deeper into some of those other things that are going on. Yeah. And who knows, maybe after you dive deep in this, some of those things that you were concerned about may just float away. Right?
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
So let's start with that. Let's start with the meditation and breathing in the morning after the appreciation and love and appreciation with your dog.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think pets are amazing because it's one place where we can get unconditional love.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we also need to find that love within ourselves.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be dependent on it. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
So I think the breathing and the meditation is going to help with that. The more that you're able to be alone and be at peace, right?
See, that's where I'm most at peace, though.
That is...
Truthfully.
I understand that.
When I expose myself to people and their tendencies, it's just like, I can't rely on people to not piss me off. Even just on a minuscule level. People not crossing in a crosswalk and, they're close to one. I will not slow down for them.
It's 100 points.
No, I mean, I won't, swerve to hit them, but I will. No one's let me hit them yet, but I, very, very, not okay with being inconvenienced, so maybe this will help, and any help is needed. I
think, and I get where you're coming from, and I remember once in my life I was kind of in the same place as you, and it's like, eventually the more that you understand that you can't control what other people do. You can only control how you feel.
Well, you can bind them completely, and you can control what they do. I guess you can't control how many times they blink. So they got some power still, but butthole clenches, you can't control that, I don't think. What are those poppers that loosen up your butthole? Can you still clench if you're high on those? Because that's one way to take away power.
I don't even know what poppers are.
Poppers? They're pretty popular in the anal community. You just loosen up your butthole. And
loosen up your butthole.
Not well. That's a fuck.
Are these on Amazon?
No, I don't think so. They don't loosen it up. They just your asshole's less likely to contract when it's stimulated, so it's easier to do that stuff. And it's I wonder if you just kept someone on poppers, if you could also take away the power to contract their anus. So maybe you really could take what they do complete. Now they could flex their fucking abs still, dude. You can't stop that internally either. Yeah, you can never take away full power unless they're dead, I guess. So don't do that. But yeah. You can't really control what people do, I guess. You're right.
Interesting.
Wow, so that's you learn something new every day. I thought that maybe you could. It just took a little bit of time thinking about that. You can't. So if you're out there listening to it and you're thinking about trying to control someone, you can't, right?
No, you really
can't. So just don't try.
I mean, we can use manipulation and things like that, but that takes so much of our energy.
And it's hard to manipulate.
It can
smart
be very
people.
hard. Yeah, exactly. There are people that are better at manipulation than you.
Right.
So rather than using your energy to try to control things, use your energy to control yourself.
Do you think
make you better?
White women are the most easily manipulated?
No, I think white women are the most mastermind manipulators.
Yeah? Well, you think that they live on both extremes of the spectrum, like in like large numbers?
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely.
Because, dude,
there's single white female, and then there's
right.
You know,
because I just think about, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of fucking, you know, examples, but like the Manson family type shit, they're almost all females, dude, and they were just down as fuck. And it's like, I don't know how much of that was manipulation. I'm sure there's a lot of it involved, but that's just a flock of white women that were just like, yeah, fuck it. And I just don't really hear about that anywhere else other than the young white female community. And I just wonder if they're like, they really are, if it's like a genetic thing, if they're just, you know, dumber. Not dumber, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because that's a lot of people to just be down to kill people for just a guy that's small. Like that, you know? Not even really like tall and handsome, just a small fucking short little psycho.
I think a lot of it has to do with either how they're raised, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, we're getting off topic here.
Sorry, yeah.
This is about you.
This is a safe space. And these are the things I wonder about, you know? I just want to be able to open up and...
Yeah, I understand.
I feel a little restricted now. I feel uncomfortable. But it's fine.
No, don't feel restricted.
I thought we were... That's fine.
I don't want you to waste your time thinking about things that
I'm just trying to navigate.
aren't going to make you better.
All right.
You know,
yeah,
what I'm saying?
that doesn't make me better, honestly.
Yeah.
Makes me sound maybe a little judgmental.
Not at all. I don't think you
No, not at all.
I don't think you come off as a judgmental person at all. I think you just... I have this saying, you know, I don't judge, I wonder.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but there's also things that, you know, tell me if this is normal. I do judge constantly, but it's usually like visually.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's an unpopular thing, and this is not something I'm just trying to be funny about, but there are things that you can wear that make me like, the chances of us being friends, like real good friends, based off of what you look like, not having anything to do with ethnicity. I'm talking about just clothes selection is significantly lower than a lot of other people. You know, and I feel like it's okay to judge like that. You know, if someone's wearing a flat build Cookie Monster hat and a MMA tank top with cargo shorts and flip flops, don't want you over.
Yeah.
Period. Prove me wrong. That'd be cool, but I'm not opening up to that guy. You know. That's not wrong.
No, I don't think it's wrong. Okay. I think people do that because people are attracted to people that remind them of themselves. You know,
oh, yeah, man.
They feel like if they see someone that looks like them, maybe talks like them, or they have a style that they are envious of, then they're like, I want to be friends with that.
Or doesn't scream, I'm a fucking asshole. You know, you could be completely different from me, but not look like, dude, where did you go to, like, where'd you get, who dressed this guy? Like, man.
Have you ever just been to Vegas and watched people walk around? It's like a time warp.
Do you? All right, I'm gonna open up a little bit.
I saw somewhat butterfly eclipse, and I was like, what?
Yeah, dude. I don't even gamble in Vegas. I don't drink in Vegas. I don't do shit. All I do when I go to Vegas is take acid and walk around and look at the lights and look at all the people, and you can almost know where their life currently is when you look into the face of some of these people at these casinos. They've been lost for a long time, and I don't know how long they've been in a casino for, but I feel like psychedelics make you very empathic, and make you think that you're empathic, but man, that is a $10 extravaganza night in Las Vegas. It's one of my favorite things in the world.
So if you guys are ever looking for a way to have a good time in Vegas and not spend a lot of money...
And you don't even get hungry!
Maybe that could be your business.
That's not a very profitable business, though, you know?
It could be.
Unless,
you have a tour, right? You supply the drugs.
Yeah.
You take them to certain places. You can carry a little speaker with a microphone, and you can just start pointing people out.
You know what? If I
take them on a fifth-dimensional tour.
Yeah, you know what? That might be pretty cool. I don't have to sign waivers, though, you know?
Oh, totally.
Because
I know a couple lawyers that can help you out. Okay,
cool, yeah. If you're interested, don't DM me at all. I'm not interested in hosting that. Great business idea, though. I don't want to be responsible for people's inability to handle psychedelics either, you know? I will abandon someone if they're having a bad trip. I don't trip with people anymore, really. I'm just like, hey, figure that out, because you're a grown-up. And this is God telling me to shut up and stop being so judgmental. Did you feel that earthquake?
No.
You didn't feel the earthquake?
No.
All right, I'm going to chill out. Sorry, Lord.
Are you on
Dark
psychedelics right now?
No, what if they named an earthquake after the comedian Earthquake? That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be
right?
fun.
Like an earthquake happened in I don't know where he lives. Probably Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, city. Here's a key to the city, and earthquake named after you, and a plaque and shit. No one died this time. That'd be actually a beneficial. Maybe it happened in a deconstruction zone. It was just waiting to be demolished, and that was the only thing affected, and it was a positive earthquake.
I really love the way your mind thinks.
Yeah.
If I wasn't your coach, I would love to do psychedelics with you and talk.
Yeah.
On a regular basis.
Yeah.
Well, that being said,
pretty fun.
I think okay, so we got a couple good things that you're gonna work on here.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. So the breathing, the meditation. Are you gonna try to stick no caffeine for a little while?
No.
No, you're not gonna do that.
No, but yeah, no buts, but
okay.
no.
Okay. So I want you, since you're not going to do the caffeine thing, it's okay. I'm not going to force you to do anything
cool,
that you don't want to do, that you're not ready
now,
for.
Now, that is something you can control someone doing, if you wanted to.
No.
Drinking caffeine.
No, because I don't believe in forced therapy.
Right, you don't have to believe in it, but it's possible.
It is, but I'm not going to do that.
That's fine.
I want you to be ready for each step. Feel ready and challenged, right? I'm not going to force you. There's no way I can force you. I don't even know where you live. Anyway. Okay, since you're not going to avoid caffeine, I want you to maybe keep a journal of all the things that trigger your anxiety.
Oh my God. All right.
Maybe make a list, okay? Yeah. And then on that list, I want you to find the things that you can control. For example, let's say you like suspenseful movies, right? And when I watch suspenseful movies, my anxiety is I'm on the edge of my seat, you know?
Does it feel fun for you, though? Knowing that it's a provoked...
It can, but if I'm in a place in my life where my anxiety is starting to take over, I need to eliminate everything and anything that is going to cause or trigger my anxiety. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that will be my second self-work for you, okay? So the breathing in the morning, meditation, positive mantras, okay? And then I want you to make a list. And when you make that list, you don't have to come back onto the show. We can look at it over together and maybe pick out a couple things that you think that might work for you and do a process of elimination.
It's a very nice way of telling me that you don't want me back here.
No, I do want you back.
Did the white woman manipulation part?
No. It's just I don't want you to think that you have to come back on this show to discuss it. I am here for you outside of this room, not just here, okay?
Okay, cool.
But I absolutely want you back because there's much work to be done.
Yeah, I feel like we're really chipping away. I feel like you got the chisel and the hammer and
oh baby,
right before you hit it was next
major.
Week on
Mm-hmm.
It's totally. Fuck where are we gonna is the rock gonna break?
It's a cliffhanger.
Is this a dragon egg? Mm-hmm. What is it?
Totally.
Okay, cool.
All right. Before we go, Bubba, why don't we tell our subscribers how they can find you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram.
Okay.
That's I like that. I like Instagram at Bubba McComb. If you search it, it'll pop up usually.
Okay, cool.
Or Sad Boy Shinobi with a BOI. You can go to BubbaMcComb.com and email me.
Awesome.
You can keep up with my shows and my podcast and stuff. And if you like podcasts, which I assume you do if you're listening to this wonderful show, go find my podcast at the Hella Tired Podcast on all streaming platforms.
It is a very good podcast.
Thank you.
I am a subscriber.
Thank you. And if you'd like to find me physically, good luck,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking Phantom Menace out here.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening, and be sure to check out my website if you'd like to get some more information from Bubba or get in touch with him at lifecoachingcomedians.com. And remember, on Thursdays, we do therapy. Yeah, that was pretty
pretty cool. For a second, she was like, if I wasn't your coach, I thought she was gonna say she wanted to fuck me, but she doesn't want to do drugs with me, which is, I guess, fine. But, yeah, she tried to say no caffeine. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to feel about it, honestly, man. I felt like I talked about a lot that I needed to talk about. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be back, honestly. I don't know.
Bubba, I mean, he is just one of those guys I just want to hug and squeeze and love, and I want to mother him. I feel like, I don't know, we didn't get deep enough into his relationship with his mother, but I kind of want to just breastfeed him, breastfeed him the positivity and goodness that I have in my heart for him. I'm hoping that he'll be open to the meditation. I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but he's always just trying to, he's not wanting to get into the issue. He's just going off on other topics and trying to get me. He's the manipulator. He's that Bubba. Watch out for him.
She said, she wants to mother me?